We're off on a trip of a lifetime to Albania and Uzbekistan and lots of places that aren't in between.
The Camino is something we've wanted to do for a long time. In fact, it is one of the cornerstones of our 6-month trip around the world.
Bullseye!
But I'm aware that a lot of people aren't actually sure what it is, so let me give you the quick summary.
Good morning, Camino.
A Camino is a pilgrimage from the olden days, many of which ended up in Santiago de Compostela in the northwest of Spain. The version we are doing is the France's Way, which starts just inside France, crosses over the Pyrenees mountain ranges and goes for 800 kilometres. Most pilgrims walk, but some will bike. We were walking and we anticipate it taking about 35 days, which means we need to walk on average around 25 kilometres per day. Most people no longer do it as a pilgrimage, but when you ask people why they are doing it, you'll get a lot of different answers. But many do it for the challenge to the mind, body and spirit. The first day involves a big climb up the Pyrenees. Many people break it into 2 days with a stay at Orisson, but accommodation is limited there, so many people, including us, go all the way to Roncesvalles.
Okay, France, Spinola. Is that how you say it? Spain, France, France, Spain. Look. My name is Vance Poleski. I'm from the United States, the state of Alabama. I'm 78.
78! Woohoo! And you're doing the whole Camino?
I'm doing the whole Camino,
800 kilometres.
800 kilometers, yes.
And how are you feeling at the moment?
I feel great.
Yeah?
It's very inspirational.
Yeah? Inspirational in what way?
Gives me time to think and be on my own and to kind of review my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Awesome.
There are people that just do segments of the Camino. There are people that do multiple Caminos, and there are people that do a particular Camino multiple times. There are Americans, Australians, South Koreans, French, German, Dutch. It is the real United Nations, and that is a big part of it. Making friends from all around the world and spending time walking and talking with one another and experiencing the good and the bad times that the Camino brings. There are young people, there are older people, there are religious people, there are non-religious people, there are Spanish speakers, there are non-Spanish speaking people, of which I am definitely one.
Okay, so you have walked 1,000 kilometres so far on this Camino trip of yours. Yes. How do you feel?
I feel great, actually. I feel alive.
Yeah?
Yes.
Alive.
Yes.
The way you say that, alive.
Alive.
Alive, in a French way.
No, I feel great. I feel great. A little bit tired sometimes, I must confess. Yeah. But the body, you know...
Tired, but alive.
Tired, but alive. And happy.
And happy.
It's really worthwhile.
Yeah. Day 3.
The accommodation is not always luxurious. Okay, most of the time we're staying in albergues, which are basically bunk beds and hostels. And the lack of privacy and creature comforts, well, it's actually part of the experience. Occasionally we book a private room just to regain some level of sanity, but otherwise it's actually a lot of fun putting yourself in uncomfortable circumstances. And then sometimes things just jump out and surprise you.
Pamplona. Running of the bulls. This guy's getting crushed. Yeah, I'd look afraid if I were you fellas. So Helen's on the start line for the running of the bulls.
So my name is Stuart. I am Australian, however I do live in Scotland. So I've been travelling for about 6 months now, and about sort of day 10 of the El Camino.
Whoa.
So yeah.
Cool. And how are you finding it?
I'm really enjoying the Camino. So it's nice to meet people, but I'm really enjoying the solitude and the time to walk and time with my thoughts, to think about some things, to think about my life as like a sort of reset, and think about what I want to do in the future, and like the values and how I want to live my life.
Sweet. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay. And how's the food?
Beautiful.
Beautiful?
Yeah. The Spanish food is...
Yeah, sweet. Thank you very much.
Okay, no worries.
Before coming on the Camino, I was looking at blogs that suggested you could survive on around €30 a day. But what I'm finding is that it's probably more like €50 or €60 a day. You could possibly do it on €30, but you'd have to watch every penny, and you'd need to be particularly miserly around food and accommodation, and there could be no special luxuries that help you keep that sanity that you need while doing this Camino.
My name is John, and this is Orla.
Hello.
And we're from Dublin in Ireland. And
Cool.
this is my 8th time doing the Camino. This is Orla's 2nd time doing the Camino.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why?
Really enjoy it.
Why do you do it so often?
To meet the people, I think it's to meet the people from all around the world. That's what it is. That's what it means for me. And anyway, why do you do it?
I'd be the same, yeah.
Yeah, just to meet the different people and hear their stories, and that's exactly it.
5:30 in the morning. So, start of day 5. We're standing on top of a very historic, ancient, gorgeous bridge. It's 5:30 in the morning, so you wouldn't know.
There is a definite increase in the number of pilgrims, or peregrinos as they say in Spanish, that are doing the Camino these days. And it's putting some pressure on the infrastructure. And it isn't even peak season yet. This is leading some people to book their accommodation ahead, while some people continue to not book and just find something when they get wherever they want to get.
Getting a bit warm.
I'm on the fence on this one. I admire the flexibility of people who don't book in advance so they can decide when to stop and look for a place to stay. But then again, sometimes they have to try out multiple places before finding a bed, which can be stressful. But then booking too far out can remove any flexibility you have in staying an extra night here or an extra night there. I think a middle ground is to book 2 or 3 nights ahead. That way you avoid the stress but retain some flexibility in the midterm. But each to their own. You've got to find your own balance on the anxiety versus freedom continuum. Anne-Marie, where are you from, Anne-Marie?
I'm from the Netherlands. So I'm from what they call the eastern part of the Netherlands. In Dutch you would say the Achterhoek.
I wouldn't say that. I couldn't say that.
Is that yeah, that's Dutch. Yeah.
What are you enjoying about the Camino?
Well, what do I enjoy? There are a couple of things. So I enjoy the physical exercise, the routine, the waking up early, just getting your stuff, walking for a few hours, relaxing, and go to dinner, go to sleep, and repeat. But what I enjoy most, I would say, is the meeting, the meetings with other people and
the wonderful people that you're meeting along the way,
from
particularly the
museums.
Kiwis. Yeah.
Yeah.
As a general rule, most pilgrims are on the road between 6:30 and 7:30 in the morning. In fact, most albergues require you out the door by 8 AM. And that's actually the best time to walk while it is still cool. Usually the temperature can get up to about 25 degrees Celsius from midday onwards, and that's getting too hot to walk with a pack on. I've noticed a trend for thunderstorms to develop around 3 to 5 PM, so even more reason to get the walking finished by noon or early afternoon.
Map of the world. And New Zealand.
Okay,
That's
Julie.
so good for you.
So, what are you doing today?
Today I'm cutting cauliflower.
Cutting cauliflower. And
Yeah.
why are you cutting cauliflower?
I'm cutting cauliflower so I can have some vegetables along the Camino, because the Camino it's just like bread and meat.
Yeah. And you just need vegetables to give you the
I need some
veggie
vegetables
energy
'cause
that
I
you
don't have
need.
that veggie. Oh, that's Australia. What's that Vegemite thing they have?
Vegemite.
Vegemite.
Horrible stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Day 7. No wonder they eat so much bread. Oh yeah.
How many times have you done the Camino?
No habla eso. No habla.
You asked the question. You asked the question.
Que hables.
How many? You asked the question.
¿Cuántas veces has hecho el camino?
Con este serán 17.
17 with the one he's doing now.
This man has done the Camino 17 times.
Confirmo. Y quería contaros una anécdota.
Hoy.
En el 2020, cuando en plena pandemia, en septiembre, que se podía viajar, yo salí de Sarria, una tapita pequeñita, es igual, de noche, casco, una manada de lobos enfrente mío.
Uf. What does that mean?
In 2020, when he did the
Y tengo foto.
in Sarria, he had a
¿Tienes foto?
casco para ti,
Y tengo
linterna.
foto, hice foto. Linterna, sí.
Yeah, he had a flashlight and a pack of wolves came out.
Era de noche todavía, no había
At
amanecido.
night. It hadn't.
Uf. Yo mira,
Oh my
Fíjate,
gosh.
hora,
So that
time.
that there is a wolf.
Había 4. Uno
Four
y 3
wolves.
más aquí.
Yeah.
4.
4
madre mía,
wolves.
yo me cago.
Wow.
4.
Yo me cago.
Yo solo en el
And
bosque.
you were on your own.
Solo en el bosque, yo aquí con el casquito
With a
y me quedé
headlight.
así.
Uf.
Bueno,
And these wolves were
Flipaste,
coming for
¿no?
you.
mira, esto lo edité para que se viera más claro.
Day 8. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Ralph and I come from Germany.
Woohoo, Germany!
Yeah.
All right, and you're doing the Camino the whole way?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
It was a highlight. I was sleeping in the church and I started 9 years ago the way already, and at the church the Camino started for me.
Yeah.
So I found the pilgrim spirit in this church. And,
Wow.
And this time it was the same again. Nice people eating together, and there were people which made music and the piano and the guitar and singing. Two girls like angels, they were singing.
Yeah.
That's what was the highlight
So it was
until here.
A spiritual moment.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.
Day 9, 6:30 in the morning.
David Brown.
David Brown, where are you from?
I am from Puyallup, Washington, USA.
Sorry, say that again.
Puyallup,
Puyallup.
Washington,
Wow. Okay. All right. US. US of A.
USA.
So you doing the Camino?
Yes.
How's it going?
Very good.
Yeah. You're going the whole way, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you think of it so far?
It's a lot harder than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought I would breeze through after the first couple days, but no.
Yeah.
But it's been just probably the best 10 days of my life.
Wow. So it's hard, but it's the best 10 days of your life. That sounds
Yes.
like almost a contradiction.
It is in some ways, yes.
Yeah.
But what I enjoy the most, I thought I was going to be by myself, you know,
Yeah.
walking along by myself, listening to
Yeah.
whatever. But just the people have been more than awesome.
Yeah. More than awesome.
More than awesome, yes.
More than awesome.
Yes,
That's-
because I meet these Kiwis and
Yeah,
stuff like
oh,
that, you
that's
know,
right,
and it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, boom, boom. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Day 10. 7 o'clock in the morning. The Jesus Bakery. It was a Saturday afternoon when we finally stumbled into Ballarado town, and we realised it was a festival day for the town with a market and a square and a drama that was put on, seemingly by the whole town, to celebrate some kind of event from its past. There seemed to be well over 100 people in the cast. What a great, fun little town.
So good, it's very good, huh? Let's do things. Hola, toma, chaval, sin miedo.
Hi, I'm Mary from Ireland, and this is my last day walking. I've mixed emotions. I started with my cousin, and then I had a week by myself, and I must say I've really enjoyed being by myself. It's given me, I'm a very quiet person, but I've been forced to talk to people, communicate with people, and it's been absolutely fabulous. Great. I'm looking forward to going home, seeing my husband and my kids, but I feel today, not yesterday, I feel today I could walk more. But that's the Camino. You have your up days and your down days.
Day 11. Very chilly. Got all my winter stuff on. Not that I've got a lot with me. But leaving Belgrado, whatever it's called, and heading the next Spanish city, which I cannot pronounce. It's what I do. I don't pronounce Spanish. I'm excellent at not pronouncing Spanish. We've been walking for ages. Man, I feel like I've been walking for ages. Seems ages away. Burgers. Day 12. Going slightly nuts. So, last night I had the best sleep in ages. Because we were in ages. Some kind of ancient Stonehenge.
fellas. X marks the spot.
So we finally arrived in the city of Burgos. I can't say it properly, you're supposed to roll the R. Burgos. I can't say it properly. Burgos. And it's a great city. It marks the end of, I guess, stage 1 of the Camino. After this is the Mesetas. Meseta. There you go. And that's a different part of the Camino which will require great mental fortitude as you travel across never-ending wheat fields. But here we are in Burgos, and 12 days in a row, averaging about 24 kilometres per day, and it's been tough but good. I have had to do the unthinkable and buy some new shoes today in Burgos, because my last ones, the soles have just disappeared on me. So that's kind of like the cardinal sin, but I'm committing it anyway, out of necessity. But other than that, it's kind of good to be in a city, but kind of not so good to be in a city. But check out episode 22, which will be the Camino part 2, for more on this wonderful Camino walk that we're doing. Catch you on the other side. Like and subscribe.